Hi, I'm Kamisha.
And I'm Latoya.
Welcome to
Let's speak on it.
Here on Let's Speak On It. We talk about an array of topics from self care to romantic relationships. Today we're going to talk about,
Well, I'm a single mother, and sometimes my kids get on my damn nerves, even during this pandemic.
yes, so today we're going to talk about mom life before COVID-19 pandemic, mom life during the quarantine, and how we can make mom life better going forward. So tell me about mom life before the COVID-19 pandemic. Mm-hmm.
Mom life before the COVID-19 pandemic was easier, way easier. I mean, they still got on my damn nerves, but they were in school for half the day, and when they came home, they were doing work, trying to relax and to take it all in. As single mothers, you have to take care of every responsibility your child needs. If your child needs diapers, or if your child needs to eat, if your child needs even to wipe their behind, or to do any of that, you have to do all that by yourself. It becomes exhausting in itself. My kids are a little older now, so I don't deal with that. The only person that I really deal with it, which is my daughter, which is 10 years old, and she's a fireball, and that's why they say be careful who you pick to be your child's father, because it is hard to be a single mother.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely agree. Um, I'm a single mother as well, and I think it's hard for single mother with small children. So before the pandemic, it was a lot easier for me as well. You send the kid off to you feed them breakfast, you send them off to school. Your whole day is set for basically your child getting an education and being in safe hands, right? So that gives you time to mind the house if you're a homemaker, or go to work and just, be self sufficient in that. So a lot of that was, off my shoulders. I didn't have to think about that before the pandemic, having to, you know, be with them all day, every day. So, yeah. So tell me about any like experiences for like going through the COVID quarantine with your children.
um, Recently, I had to put my older children back into school because they were slacking off, they weren't doing their work. I didn't want to put them back into school, but um, they're teenage boys, so they think that they can do whatever they want to. Oh, mom's not gonna say nothing to me. Oh, mom, I'm older now, so mom can't say anything to me. But I had to put them back into school, because if I didn't, they would be failing this year. It's hard for children. I have children with learning disabilities, and it's hard for them to learn at home by themselves. As much as you try to help them, they need that structure to so they can someone to tell them that where they need to do what they need to do. So I had to send the older ones back to school, trying to get them to do their work, and being the teacher at home. They got on my damn nerves, like trying to redirect them. I don't have the patience for it. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
should have the patience for it, but I do not have the patience for it. I don't even have the patience for my little one that, you know, that is in class online. It's hard. It's very hard to have patience for that. Hard. They don't send you the instructions that you need. My little one right now, she only goes to school online once a week, if that. I mean, and then they expect her to participate in the Zoom meetings when you only see her once a week. So how can she get used to it? Or if there's a snow day, there's no school. So how can you expect her to get used to something like that when you're only seeing her once a week or once every other week?
Quarantine has negatively affected my child a lot. Like my child used to be active. Pre-COVID, my child would always be in the parks, always with, hanging out with friends after school and stuff like that. So my son's social life, his even his physical health has declined a bit because being in this quarantine, it's like you're locked away in the house. You're scared of get contracting the virus. Um, and then with the schooling, the aspect is, oh, you keep your child home. You basically are homeschooling or tutoring your child the best way you can, and it's really difficult. It's difficult for the child and it's difficult for the parents. It's like it really actually puts a strain on your connection with your kids because they're not used to this kind of a thing, and the parents aren't used to it. So yeah, I wish I could send my child back to school as well. When they're young like that, they don't like to wear masks. So yes, my child gets on my damn nerves. So all throughout the day, if you don't have anything scheduled for your child, it's like you're almost yelling at them all day. um, Definitely have to try to get on a schedule and stuff like that because yeah, you'll definitely be screaming more than you normally would. So yeah.
I wasn't one of those mothers that like do everything for their child or come here baby let me wash you up. I wanted them to be independent, and I wanted um them to more be independent instead of dependent on me, so when they do get out in the world, they know how to survive for themselves. But this pandemic has taught me a lot about my children. Even the school, like to know how much the school has really failed my kids during, like even before the pandemic, to know what they do know. I'm like, whoa, they're not teaching the same things that they taught us as children to the kids, and it's crazy. They're not teaching them organization skills. I know it with their books and stuff. You have, like, I had to teach them a whole lot of things that I got that from school, organization skills, all of that, but it's a whole lot different from when I grew up. I'm sounding like I'm that old, but it's a whole lot different.
Yeah, it's very different. And it's hard as a mother to try to tell your children, listen, this is how I learned, this is what I went through, and you just want them to be successful when they get into the outside world, but sometimes it doesn't hit home for them, and that's what's actually a little bit stressful for us as parents. So yeah, so what are some things that you feel like as a mom or a single mom, some things that you could do to make your life easier going forward?
As a single mother, well, I did put my kids back into school, my older ones, my two older boys, which is so much easier because it put them back on task. I can't say that I could be more hands on because I feel like they should, the stuff that they're doing now, I don't know like half the stuff that they're teaching them now. The way that they do math now, I show them a different way. It's like, no, we don't do it that way. But especially my daughter, like she has a hard time with me showing her the old way that I learned how to do it, and because they don't teach the parents how to do the new math. I mean, it's something that you have to research on your own time, how to do the new math. And I feel sorry for the parents that have to go to work, because right now I'm not working. If I had to go to work on top of being a single mother right now in this pandemic, my kids would be lost.
Yeah, definitely.
My kids would my children would be lost, because it's like, where do you have the time? It's all of the matter. I think it's making time. Yeah. And to be a good mother, you have to rest yourself. You have to take care of yourself. I mean, some single parents, mothers have, where their kids go to their father's house on the weekends. I'm not one of those mothers. My kids are always with me, non-stop with me, and
yeah, definitely you need self-care. You need to find a space where you can ground yourself and feel like safe and not feel overwhelmed. Also, just trying to pre-plan activities with your children, trying to do little creative projects with them as well, just to get them more centered as well, so that they know that there are other things outside of schoolwork and that we can all work on something together. Your self-care baths and just taking time out for yourself uh, during the day is definitely essential for you.
Your kids may get on your nerves from time to time, but they're kids. You have to remember that they're kids, and take your time, organize, and wish you the best on this journey of quarantine.
Yes, definitely. We hope that this video resonated with you guys. If it did, please comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video as well. Okay, bye. So we've talked about COVID-19 pandemic in this video. We didn't want to make light of any of the topics that we talked about. A lot of people have lost a lot of loved ones in the past year. So we wanted to send condolences out to all the family members and friends near and far, whoever lost someone in this COVID-19 pandemic. We wish you well, stay safe, and stay blessed.